So, with that being said, the trade deadline has come and gone, and school is in session. Your professors are JJ and Sal, here to hand out some trade deadline report cards. So, Sal, we'll start with you. We'll start with the Mets. Obviously, I just said they got Blackburn. How would you rate Stearns' first trade deadline with the Mets and that move in itself?
Satisfactory. He gets a C for me. It wasn't enough. I understand that the Mets upgraded their team, and I understand what they're trying to do. Add depth at the back end of their rotation, or just in their rotation in general, and add plenty of arms in the bullpen. So they did get better, which is why it's not a failing grade. However, I want to be handing out A's. I want some excitement. I want big moves. 2015, A+++. 2024, it's a C for me, JJ. They got better, but I don't think they did enough to get to the next level to compete legitimately with the top teams in the National League or in baseball.
So let me say, I'm very happy that I am not in Professor Licata's class because I agree with you. I think it was a satisfactory kind of deadline for the Mets. It was not a move-the-needle type of deadline like they had with the Yoenis Cespedes trade or even the Jay Bruce trade from a couple of years ago. But you think about what they were able to do. They get Brazoban and they get Stanek, who should help in the bullpen. They get Blackburn to go and replace what Kodai Senga can give you. I know we can't do that. To be honest, Sal, I didn't think there was a starter out there. Crochet they weren't going to get.
Blake Snell.
Scooble they weren't going to get. But then the Giants didn't trade Blake Snell.
Yeah. Well, but they might have if the Mets maybe took on the
Perhaps.
money. Right? Yeah.
But they didn't do it, though. So at the end of the day, I look at that, and I also see Jesse Winker. So satisfactory. But to me, it's a B, not a C.
How about a B-? We'll meet both of you guys in the middle.
C+, maybe. I'm not giving it a B.
I was going to say, I wasn't satisfied with a C.
I'm going to say B-. As for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm already paying dividends for the Bronx Bombers, had another two-run home run game. Unlike Stearns, Brian Cashman has not his first rodeo. He's been doing this forever. JJ, what do you give that trade grade-wise, the Jazz Chisholm, and what else they did?
Well, I'm giving out a whole lot of B's here, guys, because I'm also going to give the Yankees a B, and the Jazz Chisholm trade has paid immediate dividends because he's athletic, he hits for power, he's got some swag, he's going to steal bases, filled the massive need for the Yankees. They did add a couple of swing and miss arms in the bullpen, which was needed. The reason it's not an A, Sal, they did not get themselves somebody, in my opinion, who can be a closer for them. And unfortunately, the guy who was out there was Fairbanks. Tampa didn't want to move him. Yandy Diaz was the only bat that I was really salivating for from a Yankee perspective. All the other bats that were traded didn't do a whole lot for me. So I'm giving the Yankees a B. If they would have gotten somebody who could have closed at a high level, this might have been an A- or an A. A B will do.
Yeah, I'm going to give them a B as well. And that's a fine grade. Like, you get that. It's like, hey, look, I got a B. But the Yankees should be getting A's. They got to get to and win a World Series for the first time since 2009. They talked about going all in after having Juan Soto, making that big move. He's in his walk year. That's not an all-in. Mark Leiter, yeah, Jazz is a good move, but Mark Leiter, and what about the starting rotation? There were moves to be made, and the Yankees, again, didn't go all in. So it's fine. They upgraded, but it's a B in a year where I thought for sure the Yankees needed to get an A, and they fell short of that as well.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust Mark Leiter out there trying to go for saves, trying to close it out. Yeah, I would agree with a B there. Well, I guess only time will tell if these moves will really be enough.